Hello guys, I want to give you a little video on how to make an ooVoo recording. Remember, this recording is going to be about your troubled companies and the people that are related to them and how that kind of led to our SOX legislation. So just a few things about how to prepare for your PowerPoint presentation and doing this video. On your slides that you do for your PowerPoints, I hope you put in, or request you to put in information, or excuse me, an introduction slide that will list all the company names and the people associated with those companies that you'll be describing throughout the rest of your PowerPoint slides. So I'd like to see that. And also, as you do this video, I hope that you will put in an introduction that will let people know that you are talking about some troubled companies and how those troubled companies helped lead us to the Sarbanes-Oxley Act. So just put a little introduction in when you start your video. Remember, your video will need to be about, I would say 5 to 10 minutes. We don't want it too long, but we do want you to be able to go through each company and talk about each person and provide enough detail that people understand what that company was about, how they got in trouble, that they went through a bankruptcy or whatever the case may be, what these people did, were they the CEO, were they the CFO, were they just a regular accountant that got involved in something that they should not have done. So I'd appreciate you taking the time to talk about each company and each person so that we understand what happens. I'm going to give you some tips. One of the tips I notice is even as I'm creating your video right now, I catch myself doing and try to leave those words out. There may be some silence as you think about words, but it's the best thing to do. It'll help you as you go back and look at your video. The less ums and uhs that you see, the better you will feel about that video. With that, let me tell you how to get the video started. Go into your ooVoo account, and at the top of the ooVoo screen, when it comes up, you'll see some options that say ooVoo, Contacts, Actions, and Help. You'll need to go into Actions, and once you click Actions, there will be a drop-down menu. In that drop-down menu, you'll see an option that says Send Video Message. You'll want to click that option. When you click that option, you'll see a little screen that will show up that has an image of yourself. If your camera's working correctly, you'll see that on the left-hand side of the little box that pops up. On the right-hand side of the box, you'll see an item that says To, and it has the logo for YouTube and a little envelope. So that's the way the screen will look for you. At the bottom of that little box that pops up, you'll see a red button. You'll need to click that red button to start your actual recording. While you're recording, you'll notice a little blue button will pop up down on that bottom row, and that's how you stop the video recording. Now, once you start your video and you do your little introduction and you talk about your PowerPoint slides that you've created, the companies and people that you're covering, you will stop the video, and then it gives you an option to save as. And that save as button will come up at the top of the little box. It'll be in blue, and you can just click on it and save it to a location to where you will remember it. Once you save that file, I want you to be able to get out of ooVoo, go into your email, and in email, send me an email and attach that file. It may take it a while to send to me, but that's just because of how big the file is and how it needs to send. I'm going to work on it as I'm doing this video. as we get longer videos, I'm sure it takes longer to email. You may want to, when you go into the email option, or when you email it to me, you may want to email it to yourself. And I have no idea what happened. I just went blank, but now I'm back up. Very well. So that's how you get the message recorded and saved, and then you're going to email it to me. Now I want to share a few more tips. I will tell you, when you're making your video, there's no editing option. So what does that mean? It means you need to practice. You'll have to prepare your slides and then just do some dry runs. Talk through your slides, get comfortable with what's on slide 1, what's on slide 2, what's on slide 3. Then you're just going to have to get in here in ooVoo, click that red record button and record some videos. Look at yourself and say, man, I look silly, I sound silly. At least that's the way I kind of feel about myself. You may not feel that way. You'll catch yourself doing those just as I did. Practice. I have to go through several times when I'm recording because I don't like how it sounds, or I missed a word, or I didn't say something right. That happens. So you may have to just record several times till you get a good recording that you're satisfied with. If you're recording and I'm like 6 minutes, almost 7 minutes into this recording, I hate to start over. If something happens and you mess up, just apologize, start over. If it was too many or if you said a wrong word, just repeat the correct word and continue on. So no editing capabilities. Do some practice. Do it several times to make sure that you do the best you can on it. Tip number 2, and I didn't follow it right now. You'll notice I'm in a rocking kind of chair here in my office, and I tend to rock and sway. Best thing you can do is get a solid back chair. That helps keep you from rocking or swaying back and forth as much. I found that useful. A lot of times when I do my recordings, I pull out just a straight back chair and stay steady or still as I'm recording. 3, your PowerPoint slides won't show on the screen. I can't make ooVoo, or through ooVoo, we can't make it do that. I understand that, and that's fine. So as I'm looking down at some of my notes as I'm talking to you now, it's going to be fine for you to look down at your PowerPoint slides. I understand that's going to happen. Try to minimize that, but it's okay if it does happen. Keep those slides close. And one thing that you can do, as you're looking at slide 1, just tell us, on slide 1 or slide 2, you see such and such. Now I'm moving to slide 3. And I'm moving to slide 4 now. So as we're looking at those slides and watching your video, we know where you're at, who you're going to be talking about next. Last tip, offer your best presentation that you can. I understand that it's kind of hard to do these recordings, but we're going to do the best we can and get some good usable video out of this. One last pointer I'll tell you, through ooVoo, if you set up a Google account, you could send these videos to YouTube, and they're out there for your private viewing on YouTube, or you can make them public. So that's just something that's out there. A lot of times I'll send my videos to YouTube, and then I can pull them from YouTube back into Blackboard. So I hope this helps on how to use ooVoo. Again, just a quick reminder, to get the video started, it's go into Actions and then Send Video Message. Click the red button to start the video. Click the blue button to stop the video. Then do Save As. Put it in a location you know where it's at. And then you can email it to me. So with that, thank you. Call me if you have questions.